Hi, I'm Nisha, and I'm a functional medicine practitioner and a certified physician assistant. This is my first video, and so I'm super excited to share with you and bring you into the world of functional medicine, which I am very passionate about. And I hope to make more videos of this nature going forward. So hopefully you'll follow me and keep in touch. Um, I went into medicine as a physician assistant with the idea of curing people and helping them live longer and happier lives. In reality, though, I was actually spending long hours following standard of care protocols, refilling medications, and really just helping my patients get by. And I treated my patients using these protocols to ensure that everyone received the same type of treatment, the standard of care. And so that meant that if you came in with symptoms related to heartburn, you would probably get an antacid. Easy, right? Standard of care. What is that? It is a phrase that makes me cringe. Who sets the standard of care? And how do we use a standard approach for everyone? I mean, we're all so different and we're all unique individuals. So, how do we use a one size approach to fit everybody in? Standard of care, the normal range, they all kind of fall into that same realm of using kind of the average or the typical protocol. And so it just left me with a very uneasy feeling. I wasn't happy that my patient's health and wellness was being managed by a bunch of tests and protocols and prescriptions. And so that left me looking elsewhere. I took a deep dive into different opportunities in medicine to find alternative avenues. And when I stumbled upon the functional medicine approach, I truly felt like I had found that light at the end of the tunnel. So, what is functional medicine? Well, at its foundation, it focuses on the interconnectedness of the body. That means that the systems in your body don't function on their own, but rather they work together to help you survive and to help you do the things you want to do. Your brain is constantly in communication with your heart, your lungs, your muscles, your kidney, your liver, your gut. And in the same way, your gut is in constant communication with your brain, your muscles, your immune system, your hormones, your thyroid, and so on. It is like one busy highway with constant and consistent traffic. So, why is that even important and why are we talking about it? Well, for example, in the traditional medical model that we all know and are familiar with, if you go to your practitioner's office complaining of an upset stomach, chances are that you're going to get a very focused exam. They'll check your belly, and then you'll get asked questions related to your GI tract. So, what did you eat? Are you pooping? Are you having any nausea? A very focused exam on the GI tract, because that's what you came in complaining of, right? Um, but using the functional medicine approach, we know that these symptoms can actually be caused by something going on in a completely different part of the body. You're like, wait, what? did I hear that correctly? Yes, yes, yes. Remember that everything in the body is interconnected. So your upset stomach could actually be related to an overactive immune system. It could be related to thoughts going on in your head. Have you ever noticed butterfly feelings in your stomach when you're super anxious? That's by design. It could also be because you're stressed out, and who isn't these days, right? You've had a busy day, or you just have a busy lifestyle in general. Maybe you're not sleeping well or at all. Perhaps it's your thyroid. There are so many other systems in your body that could be contributing to that upset stomach. So, functional medicine asks the question, why? Why are you feeling this way? What is really causing the upset stomach, and how can we fix it at the root so that you don't have to be dependent on medications? There really is no standard of care protocol or treatment plan because each approach is different. The treatment plans need to be individualized based on the cause of your specific symptoms, which could be entirely different from somebody else's root cause. And so, in contrast, in the traditional medical model approach, um, there's a heavy reliance on quick fix. If you take an antacid for this upset stomach, your symptoms are probably going to get better. But and honestly, how long? And what will you do when that upset stomach comes back? Will you just take more of that same medicine? Will you take a higher dose of that medicine? Or will you change medicines and maybe instead of taking the Pepcid, you'll switch to Prilosec? At what point do you say no to medications and yes to healing? And so, the pharmaceutical industry is booming. It's easy to take a pill for everything. You have a headache, take the Advil. You have allergies, take the antihistamine. It really is a $1 billion industry to treat people with drugs first and ask questions later, or sometimes even never. And so we have to say no. We have to focus on actually fixing the problem because, in my opinion, our reliance on drugs is getting out of control. And the onus has to be on us to correct what's going on inside our own bodies. And we need to become less and less dependent on big pharma to help us feel better. And so, with that functional medicine approach, it can really be used for any disease processes or symptoms. If you have high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, high cholesterol, autoimmune disorders, joint pains, those that stubborn few pounds that you can't lose, um, and the lack of energy that you might be feeling, all of those things can be examined through the functional medicine lens. And I've heard patients sometimes tell me that they're okay with their joint pain. They realize they're getting older and joint pains and arthritis, it's all just part of getting older and, wear and tear, right? But can I just say no to that? It is not part of aging. It doesn't have to be. You can truly live your best life at any age. Um, and so, functional medicine is not a quick fix. It does take a commitment and a true desire to want to live better, healthier, and well. So, if there's anything I said today that resonated with you or you want to learn more about, please check out my website at livewellwithnisha.com. Feel free to drop me a comment, a question, or even just sign up for my blog. Um, Cheers to a healthier and happier you, and thank you so much for listening.